Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've got an awesome show for you today, so let's kick things right off with our first story. Black Ops 3 Zombies is still being updated with patch 1.29 going live today, around 1.4 gigabytes on the PS4, which is very large for what they added, but what they did add was the RPK, the fan favorite weapon from Black Ops 1, back into Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, they did do something really interesting with the way they actually added the weapon into the game, in that it's not available on all the maps. The RPK is only available on the Giant, Der Eisendrache, Gorod Krovi, and the Zombies Chronicles maps from the mystery box. So you can't, for whatever reason, get the RPK on maps like Shadows of Evil, Zetsubou, and Revelations. Now, we've got no idea why they decided to leave the RPK out of those maps, but it's really interesting nonetheless. On top of that, we also have the large size of the patch, 1.4 gigabytes. That's surely more than enough data to add a weapon that is already in the game in multiplayer into a few zombies maps. A question that myself and a lot of other people in the community are asking is what else could be located in that 1.4 gigabytes worth of data. Usually when they release these patch notes, there's always more content that they kind of actually unlock a few days after, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. While we were at the Black Ops 4 reveal event, I asked about Black Ops 3 and them continuing to add new stuff into the game, and this is what they told me. Firstly, they are not done adding stuff into Black Ops 3, so we can assume that multiplayer will be getting more new weapons before Black Ops 4 launches, and that stuff will slowly migrate over to zombies in due time. The second thing, and the really interesting thing that I brought up to them, pitched it more of an idea, kind of seeing if they've done this in the past, was adding new things to old zombies maps to tease Black Ops 4. If you guys remember, in the past they've actually added teasers for Infinite Warfare in Black Ops 3's multiplayer Nuketown map, so I asked them, hey, have you guys ever considered doing the same thing for zombies? It's something that we think would be really cool. Now, my intention in asking this was to see if they would, connect with it right away, maybe hum and haw, avoid the question that would kind of give us an indication that, hey, maybe they've done this already and there's still stuff to find that they've added into new maps. But it seems like, from my impression, that they haven't done that yet, and it might have been the first time they heard of the idea of adding things into old zombies maps to tease and excite the community about a future game. There is still a lot of time before the release of Black Ops 4 though, and with a big zombies team and more content still coming to Black Ops 3, who knows, they might decide to actually pull the trigger on that idea. Now, our second story of the day comes from a Reddit user named Pizzablawk over on the COD Zombies subreddit, who made a post entitled, "I May Know Why Mob of the Dead Has an Afterlife and How Richtofen Has Blood Vials." He points to this kind of scribbled drawing within the Call of Duty Zombies comic that he says could depict the meeting between Weasel and Richtofen, not necessarily Primus Richtofen, but the Richtofen that we actually see in the Zombies comic, making a deal wherein this version of Richtofen promises Weasel and maybe the other prisoners infinite life in return for 2 vials of his blood. As we know, the trade-off for infinite life turned out to be a curse, that is, a cycle of living, dying, and repeat. But it's a really interesting and popular new theory. I'll share the link down in the description so you can check it out for yourselves if you like. Well, that wraps up today's news, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you with another Call of Duty Zombies video tomorrow. Peace out.